When Riley began using drugs, I was a little bit oblivious at first. Not only did I really not know the extent of what was going on, it was like having a different person in my house. It wasn't my son anymore.
I really didn't feel anything at that point. I was kind of just numb to everything that was happening because I was just done. I got in trouble too many times. I felt like nothing was going to get better. I had no plan to do anything. I'd show up to school randomly. I'd, skip classes randomly. It was very chaotic.
So at this point, I had to find a place to put him because I couldn't stay home with him all day and watch him and make sure he was safe. So luckily, the counselor that we were using recommended this school, and that's how we made our way here.
So Mission Academy is a fully accredited private high school, which is the recovery high school attached to Teen Recovery Solutions. We provide a safe and sober education for teens who are hoping to do something different than maybe they were in the past. Our program is designed to support young people and their families in recovery. It's not just something we do as part of something else, it's something we do all day, every day.
Once we found Teen Recovery, we interviewed and toured the school. They spoke with Riley, and Riley came out and they said he'll be joining us tomorrow, and we'll be going on a trip next week, and you'll need to have him ready for that.
It was a very intense experience. I just showed up. I was barely even a day sober, didn't know anybody, and then we drove 14 hours to Colorado. The best thing that I got out of that trip was you can have fun and still live a life without being high or drunk, which I didn't think was possible before that.
I think the alternative peer group in combo with the high school is what really makes our program effective and powerful. Because in the school, they're getting the educational support that they need, but the APG portion of our program is purely recovery focused. And so the APG provides the teens with a built-in peer group of friends who are going through the exact same thing that they're going through. And so it really does provide them with a cocoon of support, love, and recovery to help them on this path.
To come into a community that says, I'm here, we've been through this. That's just invaluable to so many parents to know that you're not alone.
It's taken a lot of work within myself. I don't respond well to a lot of people, being nice to me and helping me out because I never really had that.
It's so important for a family to invest in their teens' recovery and in their education. As teenagers, we might push back on our parents, but everyone wants to know that their family loves them. Just letting a teen know that their parents, their guardians, have their back is one of the best gifts that they can give them.
I think the biggest thing that I'll take away from being here, though, is to take help from people whenever they offer it. First year I was here, I was trying to dodge it as much as possible. Really, it stemmed off of a bunch of feeling like I was alone, even though I was around everybody and people were, being as nice as possible. I still just felt like I was isolated in my own head. And then about a year and a half, maybe 2 years in, I talked to one of the counselors and they said, maybe you should just start accepting it for one day and see how it feels, because you can't go through life by yourself. No matter how hard you try, you need at least one person to be there for you, or you're just not going to make it in life. Life isn't meant for one person. It's meant for a community.
There are so many things he's taken away from TRS. He's learned that there is something bigger than yourself, and he has a vision now of what he wants to do. But I think my favorite part is just getting my child back.
It has given me the push I needed to really want to help other people. I've always wanted to, work with the school even when I got out, even if it wasn't a full-time thing. And then hopefully within a few years, I'll be able to become a recovery coach.
Riley Evan Bertha.
It was amazing, especially when it's a day that you think is never going to come. A couple short years ago, I wouldn't have thought we would have been there.
If you would have seen me 3 years ago, you would not say this kid's probably going to graduate with straight A's. I never thought I would graduate. I thought I'd just get close but not actually graduate. I thought there was no way I was going to get on a stage and get presented a diploma. One of the best days that I'm always going to remember in my life.